My posse feels like hip-hop got too flossy. That's why I put a rapper in a wheelchair like Degrassi in reverse, then put him in a hearse, then put him in the dirt. Cause rappers let record labels put him in a skirt. Buy a matching purse, bitch, the truth hurts. Eat it like Big Lurch. I'm a animal, cannibal, Hannibal Lecter. Organic and mechanical, tyrannical conjecture. Listen, when God speaks, you're a mental midget. No studio thugging, I'm a skinny jeans bigot. I fuck at truck stops a lot, like lot lizards. And wanted 6 figures, so I grew an extra digit. Hello, hater, a celebrator sipping Dom. I'll lock you in an elevator with Solange. If skills sold, truth be told, I ought to be financially like double Jay-Z. Honestly, the world needs common sense, but I get bitches, so I've been rhyming like common sense. You ain't popping off. Like trying to holler at a girl with boogers hanging out your nose, bro. Knock it off. No legs, walk it off. Cash rules, I'd rather let my pockets talk. And Donald Sterling got banned for life. So fuck him, the Clippers, and his wife. They forced me to be a one nigga slaughterhouse, a one man Def Jam. I wrote the Bible with my left hand. Upside down doing a keg stand. Chris Hardwick, I'm talking to a dead man. So, this is another part of Breakfast at Banksy's. Pretty much just to get to the point, it's about being irritated with whack rappers and not having a talent pool. So basically, I say, my posse feels like hip hop got too flossy. You know, everybody knows Pablo. Everybody got the Rafe. It just, after a while, it's just ridiculous. And so, I say we feel like hip hop got too flossy. It's too, look at all my money. There's no content besides look at the money that I probably really don't got. So I say that's why I put a rapper in a wheelchair like Degrassi in reverse. So Drake went from being in a wheelchair as an actor to becoming a famous rap star. I said I wanted to take a famous rap star and actually put him in a wheelchair. So I wanted to do, I put a rapper in a wheelchair like Degrassi in reverse, then put him in a hearse, then put him in the dirt. So the process of walking, paralyzed, to your motherfucking hearse in your casket to being put in the dirt. And only because these rappers started acting like hoes. So I say because rappers let record labels put them in a skirt. Niggas start man purses and all that shit and all, whatever. So I said buy a matching skirt. The truth hurts, eat it like Big Lurch. That's a reference to Texas rapper Big Lurch who took PCP and unfortunately ate his girlfriend. That's why you probably shouldn't do PCP. Then I go into, I'm an animal, cannibal, Hannibal Lecter. So I'm a beast. I'm an animal, cannibal, Hannibal Lecter. Organic and mechanical. So meat, machine, tyrannical conjecture. So I'm animal, machine, and a fucking tyrant in both sides of it. Lyrically, what I'm speaking, conjecture. I say when God speaks, you're a mental midget. So, God's truth, God's words. When God speaks, you're a mental midget. So I don't studio thug. I don't come in here and try to, gang bang and kill everybody. And I'm a skinny jeans bigot, so I'm kind of being a dick to talk about skinny jeans. Goes into I fuck a lot of truck stops, like lot lizards. Just wanted to throw out lot lizards. I thought they were pretty fun. And I wanted to, I'm pretty sure I fucked in a truck stop, but maybe not. It might just be rap. And wanted 6 figures, so I grew an extra digit. So that's just a play with, being lyrical. So if I wanted the money that I haven't gotten yet and having all those 6 figures, so I just grew an extra finger, is basically what I'm saying. Just double entendres. Then I take a Jay-Z rhyme and I just, well, actually before that, I take a Jay-Z experience. I say, hello, hater, because I grew an extra digit, so now it's this dude with 6 fingers waving at you. And I say, hello, hater, a celebrator sipping Dom. I'll lock you in an elevator with Solange, so obviously that's the reference to Solange and Jay. It's not about Jay-Z, I'm just taking that situation and saying, I would just do that to any other rapper lyrically. I'll just put you in the elevator and let Solange kick your ass. And then I take a Jay-Z phrase and I just flip it upside down. Jay-Z did Talib Kweli, and he was talking about if skills sold, he would be Talib Kweli, and you know, whatever. And so I took his verse and flipped it to apply for myself. And I said, if skills sold, truth be told, I ought to be like double Jay-Z. And then I say, actually, the world needs common sense. And so I feel like that's the part that I have to play as a lyricist, is that there's only so much escapism music I can sell you, or killer gang member, because that's what the West Coast brand is, and that's who gets paid. I got to give you some truth and some common sense. And the reference is to the rapper Common Sense, who switched his name, or shortened his name to Common. So it's still talking about that. The world needs common sense. So I get bitches. So I've been rhyming like the rapper Common, and the world needs common sense, the rapper, and common sense as a thought. Now I've been rhyming like Common ever since. So ever since my inception, I've been having that kind of delivery and, you know, having content, common sense. And then I go into talking about this gun talk and all this murder rap and how you the plug and how you know Pedro and Pablo and all this shit that you really don't. So I say, you ain't popping off, like hollering at like trying to holler at a girl with boogers in your nose, bro. Just knock it off. So in LA, that's a term we use a lot. Just knock it off. It's just it's kind of funny. No legs, walk it off. It's really a whole bunch of me saying go fuck yourself. Period. Cash rules. I'd rather let my pockets talk. And that's really, you know, money talks, bullshit walks. I really wish I never had to say a word to nobody else, and my paper was that heavy. And that's the goal of life, is to make sure you can eat and you ain't gotta fucking convince people with shit. Some people that walk into a bank and they're respected in a bank. Some people want to be respected and famous. And some people you'll never know what their pockets are, and they are the owners of the famous person. Looking at that from the corporate standpoint, I always wanted to be that guy. Like, corporately, fucking financially solvent, whereas a lot of people sometimes lose it and just go for the fame part of it. So that's what I'm, you know, cash rules, I'd rather let my pockets talk. And then one of those people being Donald Sterling, I said he got banned for life. He finally got caught being a fucking racist piece of shit. So fuck him, fuck that team and his wife. So I say Donald Sterling got banned for life, so fuck him and the Clippers and fuck him, the Clippers and his wife. And then I would revert back into my story, and I feel like lyrically, I've had to step it up for 20 years. As Kass, I'm not in a group. I've always argued this sometimes because people started trying to brush the doper MCs under the rug if they didn't sell. So, you know, we remember Rakim, you know, but people sometimes try to overlook Big Daddy Kane or, you know, whatever. And some of the greater lyricists in present time, in the past, I would say in the past 14 to 15 years, it became excusable to say I sold records, which means I'm better. And I would always try to, and the argument was never about that. Even Q-Tip said rap is not pop. If you call it that, then stop. We never used to validate who had the best skills with who sold the most records, because theoretically then that would mean that MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice are better than all these niggas because they sold more records. So it's just a bad argument to use. So that's what I said was they forced me, since I'm a solo artist for 20 years, I've had to write at least 2 16s per song for 20 years, plus guest features, everything I've ever done, that line for line, I'm one of the illest. And I said, they forced me to be a one nigga slaughterhouse, a one man Def Jam. It even got bigger than that. And then I'm always good for a good Judeo-Christian reference of creation. I said, wrote the Bible with my left hand. I'm a left-handed person. So I wrote these bars. I've been Bibling up. I wrote 20 years of this shit with my left hand. But not only did I write it with my left hand, I was upside down doing a fucking keg stand because I'm a fucking drunk Kass. That's part of my story. And then I say, doing a keg stand, Chris Hardwick, I've been talking to a dead man. And that's The Walking Dead. Talking Dead is the show that Chris Hardwick has afterwards. So I'm saying, all this time I've been boring all this shit out, and y'all deaf, dumb, and blind and never heard any of it. And I ended with that really nerdy catchphrase. Line for line. This the long one, niggas.